Welcome, everyone, and thank you for coming today. We've got a couple of special announcements and wanted to introduce some folks that are real important to what we're doing here in Austin. My name is Frank Gibeau. I'm the president of Electronic Arts, and we're building a big game here called Star Wars: The Old Republic here in Austin. We've got about 450 folks right now inside the studio, as well as a bunch of folks working on our intellectual technologies and also our finance teams. But first I wanted to do is to welcome Governor Perry back to BioWare and thank him for all the support and efforts that he's done for us. As well, I'd like to introduce Representative Pitts and thank him for all the work that he's done on our behalf, as well as Director Fitzmaurice, my apologies, from the Texas Film Commission. Their support has been extremely important in terms of how we've looked at Austin and how we've grown from where when we started just a few years ago. Those 450 folks that we have here are having a great time. They're building amazing products, and frankly, we just love building games in Austin, and that's for a few reasons. The first is the talent in Austin is world-class. It comes from a university system that is incredible. Schools like the University of Texas, Texas A&M, Baylor, SMU, Texas Tech, incredible candidates coming out of the university program that fit right into what we do. They love making games, and we love having them. The next piece is that Governor Perry and the Texas legislature has created a very pro-business environment for us, very friendly in terms of an operating unit. We get great support, great vision, and it really helps us be able to look at Austin as a long-term opportunity, as a great place to invest. And then finally, the lifestyle in Austin is amazing. The food, the music, the weather, the culture, people really love it here. We don't have a shortage of volunteers from California putting their hands up to want to move to Austin. I can tell you that for sure. So what I'd like to do now is to make the announcement that we're going to be adding 300 jobs to our operations here in Austin. 150 of those jobs are going to be full-time positions, and 150 of them are going to be contract positions. And these are folks that are going to be living year-round in Austin. They're high-paying jobs for folks that can build families, very educated positions. We're very excited to be able to announce that expansion. And what I'd like to do now is hand it off to my colleague here, who's going to talk a little bit about EA Sports' role in that expansion.
Thank you. I'm Daryl Holt, COO of EA Sports, and these are definitely exciting times in digital media, exciting times at EA, and exciting times here in Texas. At EA Sports, we're creating the future of persistent, connected experiences across a multitude of platforms. And we realize that to do that, we're going to need more of the great talent in the industry, more great talent to create new experiences for new consumers, more great talent to continue to innovate for the millions of EA Sports core gamers around the world. And so that's one of the reasons why it's my pleasure to be here today to confirm that EA Sports is expanding its development to Austin. All right, so we'll be developing over the course of the next year a development team here that will begin by focusing on HD platform development, but hopefully will grow into emerging aspects of our business. And then we'll continue to complement our core existing studios in Orlando, Florida, and Burnaby, British Columbia, which are growing as well as complement the growing distributed development areas for EA Sports around the world. All right, so exciting times indeed. Now I want to also welcome the governor as well. And we have a saying at EA Sports, Governor, that if it's in the game, it's in the game. So you know it well, which is good. So definitely.
Good number too.
What we've done is we're recognizing and celebrating the fact that the governor in the state of Texas and Representative Pitts and for film commissioner for Texas as well have helped make this the right environment for us to continue to grow and for us to continue to look for new opportunities here in Texas. So Texas is definitely in the game. So to celebrate that, we've put together a short video, Governor. We've given you all the skills you need to succeed, so don't worry about that. That is a 99 player rating after all up there for a quarterback. So All-American quarterback Rick Perry, wearing jersey number 17 for his alma mater, Texas A&M.
There you go.
Looking fit and strong, but Governor, it's not easy. You can't just have the skills to take the field. You can't just wear the uniform. We're not going to match you up just against any other cream puff school outside of the state of Texas. So we'll see how you do on the field against the University of Texas. So let's roll the video.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
So, nice touchdown pass there, Governor. I don't know how that game turns out. I'm sure there's a lot of University of Texas fans here that will anxiously try to debate what the end of that game is, but you definitely own that spotlight, and I'd like to turn the spotlight over to you.
That is awesome. Thank you. Yeah. Well done. Good. Daryl, thank you. That is that's pretty special. So thank you very much. And great to see everybody. Jim, I want to say thanks to you in particular. As we said a little earlier in the day, as we were sitting and visiting with the folks of EA, how important it was that you were a proponent of economic development in the state of Texas, and we wouldn't be here today if it hadn't been for your work. And he has played a really big role in economic development in the state of Texas, and again, we're proud to call you friend. Evan, thank you for what you do over at the Film Commission. Our gaming side of that is in-house over there, and you're being able to oversee that is important. And so on behalf of the state of Texas, I want to congratulate Electronic Arts on expanding their presence here in Austin, Texas. We celebrate job creation that as a result of that. And as you said a little bit earlier, if it's in the game, it's in the game. And right now, Texas is where the game is being played. Whether we're talking about cutting-edge energy solutions, the latest in biotechnology, innovative filmmakers, and development of state-of-the-art chip production facilities, you'll find it in the state of Texas today. So it's very natural for EA to become an even bigger part of this rapidly expanding game development community here in the Lone Star State. I've happened for a long time to maintain that Texas is the perfect place for video gamers, because much like the video gaming culture itself, our state was built upon the foundation of competition. And it's that spirit of competition that drives Texas as a state. And it's businesses like EA who constantly are looking to improve themselves and make it harder for your rivals to beat you. In our case, it's doing everything possible to preserve and to build upon an economic climate that attracts employers and attracts those jobs and keeps them here once they come. Texas climate is built upon some pretty simple principles. We were, again, back room, we were just talking about this isn't rocket science. You keep the taxes relatively low. You have a regulatory climate that is fair and predictable, a legal system that doesn't allow for oversuing, and you have institutions of higher learning that they talked about here who allow for these innovative programs to be developed because of the curriculums that they put in the schools. EA will hire those students coming right out of those universities, and it's really fascinating to watch what's happening. Whether these institutions around the state are producing a life-saving vaccine, coding a game to ensure that the Aggie football team beats the UT football team. I like that. Whoever coded that did a hell of a good job, so I just want to kind of let them know. And but seriously, taken as a whole, these efforts have created a world-class economic climate so that employers like EA, they want to be a part of what's going on in Texas, and that's why Texas continues to lead the nation in job creation. You look at, since 2000, we've created more jobs than any other state. 45% of all the net new jobs created nationwide since June of 2009 have been in this state. Game developers want to be a part of economic success as much as any other industry. Texas currently has 155 game development companies in the state. 4,000 Texans are employed, and obviously includes those right here at BioWare, but that's number 2 in the nation. Obviously, California is number one, and Jerry Brown knows for a fact I've got them in there. They're on the target, and our goal is to be the number one game developer employee in the nation. That is our goal. That is what we strive for. Just kind of going back on that spirit of competition, you're gonna, you just bet that Texas will put the whether it's the incentives in place or whether it's finding the programmatic curriculum issues at these institutions. When you look at, we got 21 colleges and universities that are currently offering video game design and development programs in the state. 21 of our institutions of higher learning. You got Guildhall at SMU, which is kind of legendary in what they're doing up there. I mean, they got a world-class and worldwide known program. You got development programs that are springing up, as he said, at Baylor, at the University of Texas, Austin, Texas A&M's Department of Visualization, VisLab as it is referred to. I mean, it's rapidly developing a reputation as one of the best in the world. And it's thanks to all of those efforts and thanks to companies like EA who have worked with those institutions to create and make sure we have this solid pool of qualified programmers who are going to be ready to work with them. And look, this isn't any small deal. $25 billion in annual revenue, and obviously Texas is ready to compete for a bigger piece of that pie, and with our Moving Image Industry Incentive Program. Who came up with that name? Anyway, I guess if you think about it, it will come to you what all that encouraged. What happened to the old film commission and the gaming industry? But it's happening in Texas, and we're opposed now to increase the amount of the grants. Evan was just remarking to your leadership that we can go up to 17.5% in some cases to I think 15% straight across pretty much, but 17.5% if you go into certain areas of the state. Major games are already being produced here. I think we're going to take a little look at some of the other work that they've done here. But it may be casual games that are being played on our handheld devices, like Words with Friends, or it may be some bit more involved titles like Epic Mickey that are being created. But the fact is, Texas in general, Austin in particular, has this young and talented and hip and really engaged and hungry population that understands the gaming culture and wants to be a part of it. And that's why it's really awesome to have a company like EA that is committed to the long haul here now, expanding its presence in Texas. And again, I want to say thanks to all of you, leadership included, for today's announcement, for making Austin, Texas even a bigger and more important player in the video gaming business. So all I can say is that we look forward to many years of new and exciting titles coming out of this building, and obviously the wealth and the job creation that comes with that. So God bless you, and through you, may He continue to bless the great state of Texas. Thank you.